At first glance, staying involved in every detail might feel like strong leadership, but often it's a trap, one rooted in fear, not effectiveness. Micromanaging is typically driven by internal insecurities. Whether it's perfectionism, fear of looking weak, or a lack of trust, these underlying mindsets lead managers to overcontrol, not to support, but to protect themselves. The result? A dangerous illusion of productivity. It may seem like everything's getting done right, but behind the scenes, it causes bottlenecks, drains morale, and fuels burnout for both the team and the manager. Micromanagement shows up in specific patterns. It's seen in constant oversight, hesitation to delegate, and anxiety-fueled corrections, even on minor tasks. Over time, this strips team members of their autonomy and creates unhealthy dependency. Ultimately, this kind of control doesn't scale, and it doesn't inspire. The real challenge is letting go of control in order to grow trust, independence, and true leadership impact. While micromanagement restricts, microguiding unlocks potential. It's not about hovering, it's about supporting. Leaders who microguide offer clarity, consistency, and space to grow. At its core, microguiding is situational. Managers adjust their level of involvement based on each team member's competence. Think of it like scaffolding, there when needed, but always designed to be removed as confidence builds. This approach blends structure with flexibility. Leaders set clear goals, schedule purposeful check-ins, and give feedback that's focused on learning, not control. The goal isn't just performance, it's development. When done well, microguiding fosters autonomy, strengthens trust, and builds a team that can lead itself forward. In short, microguiding is leadership that grows leaders, not followers. Understanding the difference between micromanaging and microguiding is a turning point for any new leader. It marks the shift from controlling tasks to cultivating growth. Let's break it down. Microguiding centers on development. It starts with clarity of purpose, focuses on empowering individuals, and maintains a steady level of trust. Communication is thoughtful, coaching-oriented, designed to help, not control. The result? Teams that gain confidence, grow capability, and stay engaged. Now contrast that with micromanaging. It leans heavily on control, monitoring tasks, double-checking decisions, and correcting constantly. This behavior often signals a lack of trust. Communication becomes directive, and over time, motivation erodes. Instead of independence, you create dependency. So here's the takeaway. Microguiding builds leaders. Micromanaging builds followers and burnout. Choose growth over control, and your team will thank you for it. Scenario A. A junior designer is working under a tight deadline. Now imagine two types of leadership responses. First, the micromanaging approach. The manager rewrites most of the designer's work and checks in every hour. This might seem helpful at first, but it quickly limits the designer's autonomy and clogs up the workflow. Deadlines feel tighter, creativity stifled. Now the microguiding approach. The manager sets clear checkpoints from the start, reviews the first draft, and then trusts the designer to make revisions independently. This builds confidence and keeps the project moving forward without micromanagement. The key difference? One creates bottlenecks through control. The other builds progress through ownership. Let's move to another scenario. This time, a new sales rep handling their first client interaction. Effective leadership here is all about balance, knowing when to guide and when to step back. Let's break it down into 3 stages: before, during, and after the client interaction. Before the call, the micromanaging manager schedules all prep meetings, dictates scripts, and tightly controls the message. This often overwhelms the rep before they even begin. In contrast, the microguiding manager takes a smarter approach. They role-play key parts of the conversation, coach the rep on handling objections, and provide a simple checklist to build confidence without overloading them. During the call, a micromanaging manager may join in and then take over, interrupting the rep or correcting them in front of the client. This crushes confidence and kills initiative. But a microguiding manager steps back. They let the rep take the lead, while quietly observing and ready to support if needed. That space builds autonomy and real-world skill. After the call, the micromanager rewrites all follow-up emails and nitpicks the rep's every word. Ownership is lost. So is morale. The microguide instead sits down with the rep. They review feedback, reflect on lessons learned, and create a simple improvement plan together. It's about growth, not perfection. So remember, guidance builds capability. Control builds dependence. Know when to lean in and when to step aside. Now, let's turn inward, because effective leadership starts with self-awareness. Managing others is never just about guiding tasks. It's also about managing yourself. Ask yourself, am I building skills or just preserving control? Do I value perfection more than team independence? These questions matter because the line between guiding and micromanaging often starts with fear. What drives the urge to control? Maybe it's the fear that team mistakes reflect badly on you, or the anxiety that if you let go, things might fall apart. Sometimes perfectionism isn't about quality, it's about fear of failure or fear of not being seen as a strong leader. But real strength, it's found in letting your team try, stumble, learn, and grow. True leadership means giving space, even when mistakes might happen, because mistakes are where learning begins. Ask yourself, are you giving feedback to build capability or just to correct? Are you stepping in because it's needed or because it's more comfortable than trusting? It's not about being hands-off. It's about being strategic, about knowing when to support and when to step back. Leadership isn't about getting everything right. It's about growing others and being brave enough to grow yourself.